This is the only video you'll ever really need to understand the difference between direct objects and indirect objects in Spanish, when and when not to use each one, what even are indirect and direct objects. Maybe you don't even know what they are in the first place. So I'm excited to show you this video, and hopefully I can simplify it as much as possible. So first of all, what the heck even are direct objects and indirect objects in Spanish? You honestly don't even really need to know what that is. Basically, this is when we say, you know, me, you, him, her, us, them, whenever we're talking about someone being the recipient of an action. That's all it really is. I'm going to show you an example that you've probably seen before, but just never really were able to recognize that you were even using a direct object here. For example, te amo means I love you. What we can't say in Spanish is amo tú. This is what a lot of people get confused on. It's like, why can't I just say amo tú? That's what it is in English. This isn't right. But why? Because if you were to say I love him in English, you wouldn't say I love he, because that's essentially what this sounds like if you were to say amo tú. We have to say I love him. Him is actually a direct object in English. We just don't really know or care about it. So we've got te amo, which means I love you. And let me see here. So technically you're saying yo te amo, right? The reason you never see yo te amo a lot and you just see te amo is because we don't have to say the subject of whoever's doing the action of a verb in Spanish. So we just say te amo. Now, if you were to say I love him in Spanish, this would be lo amo, and you can tell that we're using one of these direct objects up here. So let's just take a look at these direct and indirect objects, and we can kind of get an idea of some differences. So obviously, they're exactly the same. And by the way, just a quick side note, if you use vosotros, meaning that you are learning like the Spanish from Spain and the conjugations and whatnot, it's os for both direct and indirect objects. But we're not going to worry about that just to save time and space on this video. So notice the pattern. Me, te, nos, all of that is the same except for this here and this here. So what we've really got to do is know when or when not to use le or les. Basically, in the third person, it's different. In the third person, it matters. Third person meaning he, she, it, or them, you all, things like that. So you use direct and indirect objects when you are the recipient of an action, or when someone is the recipient of an action, or the indirect recipient of another action. I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's look at when and when not to use indirect objects. I recommend personally to simplify it that you simply look up the verbs that go along with indirect objects, because they're always going to be pretty much the same. If I use a verb like gave, actually give, buy, show, tell, things like this, I'm always going to use an indirect object, and I'm always going to use le or les. For example, if I say, I bought her this, this would be le compré esto, and we're using le, because technically this is the direct object. That means that this is the direct recipient of buying. I bought this. I didn't buy her. If I were to say, this is a weird example, I know, but if I were to say I bought her, that would be la compré, because I directly bought her. Another example of a direct object would be lo maté, and this means I killed him. I know it's a weird example, but this is just a direct action. This is a very direct action, actually. I literally killed you, okay? If I were to say I kissed her, it would be la besé. Again, kissing is a very direct action. You can't be an indirect recipient of a kiss, right? Nor this. So if I say something like, I showed them whatever, it doesn't even matter, it would be les mostré. It wouldn't be los mostré, because they are indirectly receiving whatever it is that I'm showing them. If I were to say, I told him, etc., it would be le dije. If you are ever confused, ever confused, I would say when in doubt, use le or les. There's some native speakers that honestly use le and les, even though they should have used a direct object. So you're just going to be more likely to sound good and sound natural using layerless, even if you're wrong. So just throwing that out there. But other than that, you want to make sure that you use direct objects if it is something that you are directly doing that action to. Otherwise, when you've got verbs like give and buy and show and telling someone a story or anything like that, whenever there's something else going on, you're going to use indirect objects. A lot of times direct objects will come along with, when you do use these verbs like giving or showing or telling, it's going to be with objects. Like if I say I bought it and I'm referring to a bed, it would be la compré, because bed is a feminine word and I directly bought the bed, right? So if I directly bought it, just like I directly bought her, again, I know it's a weird example, please don't cancel me for it. So I've got I bought it, la compré, right? And I directly bought the bed. Hopefully this helps you. And I want to take this time to ask you, if you are trying to become fluent in Spanish and you want to learn how I was able to become fluent in less than a year, if you want to learn about the methodology that allowed me to accelerate my Spanish learning and how you can do exactly the same, I've put together a free training. Just click on the link in the description and it'll take you there. You can save your spot today. Again, it's 100% free and it'll show you everything you need to know to get you fluent in Spanish within a year so that you can be having real conversations with people just a few months from now. I'm serious. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying these videos and these tips. Comment below if there's something that you're confused on in Spanish and would like help with. I'll try and make a video on it. See you guys in the next one.